Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here again. 2 videos in one day. I'm doing good. One of the channels that I watch, I get alerted to, so whenever they release a new video, which is about every day, is Active Self-Protection. I don't know if I've ever recommended that channel. I think I have, but if you haven't seen it, check it out. Active Self-Protection. These guys, this guy John is his name. He does, basically he reviews deadly force type incidents. A lot of police stuff, but also civilians that are concealed carry type people. And he has really good lessons to teach on each thing. He goes over and critiques it. So I was watching one where an officer got involved in a situation trying to arrest one dude. His brother jumped in and was choking the cop out. And these 2 civilians, Good Samaritans, stopped and basically saved the cop. And that got me to thinking of a story I'm going to tell you, a real quick one. When I was on probation. I was a brand new cop working out of Venice, California, right there at the beach. And I worked during, I don't know, it was like a midday watch. So I would come home late at night, and I was cruising down Imperial Highway heading home. I had on just, regular clothes. And I was in my truck. And Imperial Highway in that part of, it's really on the border of like Hawthorne and Lenox. It's kind of a shitty area, and it's covered by the Lenox Sheriff's Department handles that area. It's like an unincorporated part of the city. So I'm driving along eastbound on Imperial, and I see there's a sheriff, black and white, parked at an angle on the wrong side of the street, and these 2 deputies are in a major brawl with this giant dude. And I wasn't going to get involved at first because the sheriffs usually can handle themselves, and I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. So, what the hell was that? So, I slowed down though, and I could see that right as I slowed down, the dude punches one of the deputies right in the face, and he goes down and he's out cold. And then he turns on the other guy. Okay, what I didn't know was they had stopped. This is back during this was in 1984 or 5. I guess it was 85, early 85. And PCP was a huge thing. I understand it's making a comeback again, but it was a big thing back then. And for anyone that doesn't know, PCP gives you unbelievable strength and makes you impervious to pain and the whole bit. And this dude was just some giant freaking Samoan looking guy anyways. So you got one cop down, and the other one, the guy just grabs him, man, and he's a shorter cop. And it's just a struggle for his life. So I immediately pull my truck over to the side of the road, in the middle of the wrong side of the road. There's no traffic. And it's like after midnight. And I run up. Now the one dude's unconscious. He can't see me. And the other dude is underneath this guy. And so he can't see me either. So I don't want to get shot by by him, thinking that I'm a buddy of the attacker. So I'm yelling out, "Off-duty LAPD, off-duty LAPD." And by the way, right, wrong, or indifferent, I had my my weapon on me. And again, I was a brand new cop. I wasn't even off probation. So we can debate whether or not it was the right thing. But in the heat of the moment, I had visions of getting shot by the police as I run up with a gun. So I stuck it under my seat and ran up, and I jump on this dude's back, and I get him in a choke, and I'm fighting him off. And in the meantime, and it's a brawl. This guy is it's literally like fighting a bull. And in the meantime, and I remember the deputies' names because I ended up actually getting a very, very nice letter of accommodation from the sheriff, Sherman Block at the time. And during this heated battle, your officer, Mike so-and-so, saved my deputies' lives. It was Deputy Lawrence and Liberator. If you guys are watching, I'm the dude. And so the guy that was unconscious, now he gets up, and now he's joining the fight, and I'm still yelling, "Hey, I'm off duty, I'm off duty." Well, I didn't realize that, I guess before he jumped back in, he went to the car, and he put out an assistance call. So there's 6,000 sheriff's deputies rolling in. I can't see it because I'm in the middle of battle. We're up against a chain link fence. I shredded my arm when I got home from that incident. My ex-wife couldn't believe it. I'm all bloody and shit. And she's like, "God damn you." She's like, "Did that happen at work?" And I'm like, "That happened on the way home from work." God, this lady almost took me out. Wow. So yeah, you know, we're in the. I get one of the cuffs out of the smaller cop's case, and I got a cuff around this dude's wrist, and we're struggling. And I'm trying to get this other arm behind his back, and can't do it. So the one that woke up was helping me, and literally just as we get that last cuff on, you know, I'm bloody. I had a t-shirt on, my white t-shirt, and it's all bloody and shit. And I stand up and I'm out of breath, and I turn around, and here comes like 3 deputies, man, batons over there. They were just gonna lay into me, and I'm going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the other guy goes, hey, he's a cop, he's a cop. I mean, they thought I was one of the suspects. And that was like the most scary part of that whole thing. So we're talking and blah, 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 what happened, more units are rolling up, the street's full of units. And when I finally go, hey, well, look, you know, I got to get out. Actually, to be honest with you, this guy started getting, you know, it was a bad scene. So anyways, I had to take off. I'm like, hey, I got to get going. I start walking toward my truck, and I notice there's shit blowing all over the fucking, you know, 4-lane highway. And I see a deputy walking toward us, and he's got my gun held by a pen, and he goes, hey, look what I found in the asshole's truck. They thought it was a suspect's truck. So they had ransacked the fuck out of my truck. I know all you cop haters are going to love that. But, you know, I was like, hey, man, that's mine, and thanks for destroying my truck. And, you know, I'm chasing shit around. They're helping me pick it up. And hey, sorry about that, brother. But, yeah, I thought of that because I was, just when I came out of where I was watching a video from Active Self-Protection, and it makes me wonder too, you know, sort of what John on the other channel asked, you know, have you done anything like that? Would you help an officer in need? Have you thought about identifying yourself, you know, verbally as you run up? Have you thought about the ramifications of going up armed? You know, in my situation, you know, you could see where that could have turned deadly had the officers seen me with a gun, because they already assumed I was the bad guy. Something to think about. Get it through your head now so that if you ever see something like that, you kind of know what you will do and what you won't do. And I'd be interested in your thoughts on that. In the meantime, you guys take care, and LMS Tactical, I'm out.